well, we haven't been keeping up with our traveling, so I figured we can just do a quick recap and then we can start where we pretty much are right now. Where do you want to start at?
Indiana?
Indiana? Let's go. Are you ready to travel today? Mm-hmm. Got your room clean? My little artist. What's up, man?
What's up?
What about you? Is your stuff put up? Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Good morning, beautiful woman.
Hello.
All right, so this is our first vlog, babe. Are we going west?
You said Montana by tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
27 hours.
There we go.
24 hours.
I got it. We got this. We good. Cool.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything done outside. I gotta take the power down. We're staying at family's house, and we're gonna say goodbye to them, and we're gonna head out. So we only have, how much water do we have? I guess. Let me check that. I have 81 gallons, so we've used a little bit from showers, things like that, using the bathroom, and actually we're at like a quarter full. I don't always go by this. Sometimes this doesn't show the accurate water. We probably have maybe half left in there, but yeah, let's go outside and check what's going on out there. Check out our view from the back window. Doesn't get any better than this. If it wasn't so hot, we probably would stay a little bit longer, but it's just too hot out here. So all I have to do is just power, because we weren't hooked up to water because I filled up with a freshwater tank. But yeah, I always check my roofs. There's typically leaves, things like that that get up there. So yeah, I'm gonna check that. Once my wife's done on the inside, I'm gonna unplug and then we'll pretty much hook up to the truck. So one thing I'll tell you, if you are new to RVing, always check your clearance, or really not your clearance, but check how far you are from your electrical box. Check your slides for clearance, because I had to use 2 of my 50 amp power cords. These things are super heavy, and what happens is if you check it before you unhook your truck, you could move your trailer up maybe 2 or 3 feet to give yourself more slack, more or less, for your RV to hook up. So I didn't do this time. I was just in a rush, and trust me, this thing's heavy, and it saves a lot of time not having to put this up. And just like that, we're all hooked up, ready to go. One thing I love about these country roads are there's typically no cars on them, but the good thing is, if there was, it's not wide enough for 2 cars plus my RV behind me. So, and these roads are terrible too. These roads are terrible. But we're heading to Wisconsin. Is that right? You want to go ahead and show them the map?
We're leaving Indiana, and the original plan was to make it to Wisconsin. Unfortunately, we made it to the very northern tip of Illinois, did not make it to Wisconsin, but we lucked out with a great campsite. And after a couple days, we'll make our way up to Minnesota. The app that I'm using is called Road Trippers. Highly recommend it. It makes trip planning so much easier. You can put in all your RV specs, and it just does the rest of the work for you.
So, as Hannah said, we thought we were going to go to a different direction, and of course the campground that we picked was full, but luckily we got an even better campsite. Oh my goodness, we're in the shade at 5 o'clock. It doesn't get any better than this. Let me show you guys. Look at that, and look how big the site is. Check it out. You can literally get a Tiffin 40-45 foot, I don't know how big they get, plus a big trailer behind it, and you have more than enough space. This is probably 100 foot, if not a little bit more. I mean, this is huge. It makes my 40 foot look small, but I think this is just a, you know, overnight site here because I think full time is over there right in the sun. But look how much shade we have. I don't think we've ever stayed in a site this shaded before, and we're not even under trees too. So yeah, I wish we could stay here longer because I would definitely stay here for another week or two if we could. And just really quickly, I did some videos on our Westinghouse generator. We will be using that on the road, and it actually has more than enough clearance for my pin box too. So I did a video about, you know, if you want to get a toolbox or, you know, a fuel tank for your bed, especially with it being a short bed, but you have no space, and you'd have more than enough space because my pin box, which is that Reese Goose box here, it doesn't get closed at all. So we're really good. But let me see if my wife needs help. I'm gonna walk inside real quickly. I don't think we need to put our mat out for one day. Are you all set in here?
Hey.
You good?
Yeah. Just finishing up.
Cool.
Pretty much done. Well, guys, a lot has happened in a couple weeks.
Yep.
We left Indiana and made our first stop in Beloit, Illinois. I think that's how you say it. And it was wonderful. It was like 95 degrees, but they had a Clearwater beach at the campground. And it was absolutely relaxing and beautiful. It was also the biggest site we've ever had at a campground.
Yeah, one thing I've learned when you're traveling full time, you're always gonna get those campgrounds that over exaggerate how big their sites are. And let me tell you, that site was probably 100 foot.
Yeah.
Easily. It had shade, which we haven't really been able to have, and that worked out great. So I actually liked Illinois.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was pretty nice, and it seemed pretty relaxed where we were.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, every trip has its ups, and every trip has its downs. So, Mrs. HB, what was our negative on this trip?
Well, our window finally gave out. It's actually been a problem for several months.
Yeah, I've been putting a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, we put tape on it starting in Texas, and it would fly open occasionally. We put more Gorilla Tape on it, and then finally we were like, oh,
it's fixed.
Yeah, the heat melted the tape to the window. It's completely fixed. And you might have heard of Chicago being the windy city, but let me tell you, North Dakota is the windiest state.
Yes.
And our window lost that battle.
Yes,
we don't know
did.
where it ended up shattering on the side of the road, but we have no bedroom window, so we pray that we don't hit any torrential downpours or any crazy weather. Look who it is. Fixing our, what is that called, babe?
It's like siding.
Siding. Also, this guy came undone again. Just went into a hardware store. Got some Gorilla Tape and some plastic. Hopefully this will be a permanent fix until we get our window in.
Now, what is the takeaway from this short RV video blog? Do not let small RV issues become larger ones. I've been fighting with this window for a long time, and had I had fixed this once we got back from Texas, because I think that's when it really started getting really bad, we wouldn't be having this issue right now. So now we have to ride around with a broken window with a cardboard over it. Like Hannah said, if it rains or anything like that, we could have some issues with water coming in. So I wish I would have just gotten it fixed. And if you have any issue that you did fix, inspect it periodically. Make sure that it's resolved, because sometimes, like this window, it just got progressively worse. I'll do a separate video on it to show you what failed and why, because I can assure you it's something that I should have caught on our walk around when we first got our RV, because I think there was an issue with it at that point. I just didn't see it until, you know, later on. So again, hope you guys liked the video. We'll do some more vlogs with us traveling, and we'll have to show you guys this in the next video where we are, because this is it right here.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We've done this 15 times. JB is tired, so I'm taking over because it's almost midnight and I'd like to go to sleep. But thank you so much for watching the video. We hope it was helpful. Is that what you always say? Hope it was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe. be sure to tune in for our next.
Don't hit my hand
Be
because
sure.
it's shaking the screen.
Be sure to tune in for our next vlog. It'll be North Dakota, Badlands, Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Highly recommend that area. First time staying on BLM land. BLM land is
not Black Lives Matter.
It's Bureau of Land Management. Amazing. Recommend it. So stay tuned. See you guys in the next video.
Peace.